Who's the idiot who forgot to buy the final product I needed for this episode? Me. Who's the people who are going to enjoy this episode? That's you.
Only for you.
Hey there everybody, welcome to Duelists Gaming. Today we have a brand new Yugioh Sealed Only Challenge Edition, Episode 17. Now, I want to talk about Episode 16. It went amazing. Not only did we complete all of our challenges, well, episode challenges, and actually completed a very important challenge to be able to open up virtual packs in our virtual challenge and get the final Abyss Act and Curtain Raiser we need. I have to say things went amazing. I controlled the budget for the entire episode, other than the $20 that belongs to Patreon. So what did I do with that $50? Well, I started off by being an idiot. Literally, I thought I had enough Dimension Force to cover it, and I was like, we're going to go all in on Dimension Force and open some other stuff too, including, what Patreon spent that on. There's one other box I had as something that I wanted to open, and the rest would be Dimension Force. Because I thought I actually had 13 packs of Dimension Force. Oh no, I had 11, which means there was $6 technically more that I could have used, and in that case, that'd be two $3 packs. Well, I was like, oh man, what am I going to do? Look through my collection of packs. None of them had any of the cards I needed. So I actually had to run out to buy something. And, well, because, let's just say the packs I was looking for weren't locally available for some reason for me, I had to order online. It got here pretty quick. And, of course, I've been sick. So that caused a delay in this, too. But packs arrived. I'm recording now, and I'm good to go. So where are we in the series? Well, pretty much the deck is looking very great. The main deck, almost done. The side deck, we got a couple cards for it. Not a lot. I think one. And what about the extra deck? The extra deck, well, I think we have like 3. So, okay, the extra on the side isn't doing so hot, but the main is looking fantastic. And this episode, I hope we continue that trend. Now, the challenges this episode are pretty fun. Let's start off. Virtual challenges. Now, we completed all matches in a single episode. We won all of them last episode, which allowed us to open 5 virtual packs, and that's where we added the final Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. Amazing. We've also opened 10 packs from episode 15, but that last virtual challenge, pack 3 cards from the final build. We just need 1, and that will allow us to open 5 packs virtually, but since the whole virtual challenge first collection would be completed, we'd be able to open 1 entire box virtually. And I already have my mind set on who I'd be chasing. Baron de Fleur. So literally all this episode we need to do is open 1 pack that has 1 card from the final build, and boom, virtual challenge is done. Now, moving past the virtual challenges, unlock challenges. Now, this is for the tins. The tins are incredibly important for what we have remaining. When you look at the tins, 150 like points. Did that. Have 36 at the 72 cards. Well, thankfully, we have moved up in the world, and we are even closer than ever before, thanks to adding Abyss Act and Curtain Raiser. We are at 33, which is honestly insane. We are 3 cards away. So if we can pack 3 episodes from the final build today, that can be completed. 30 duels won. Did that. 50 matches won. Did that. Get 1 boss extra deck monster. We did that last episode. Get 3 cards for the final side deck list. Now, that is tough, because the side deck list, we've gotten 1 A-play match. But I do have product technically today that could get us side deck cards. But it would have to be just the right pulls. And I mean it, guys. Just the right pulls. Now, when you look at these unlock challenges, they are incredibly important because the tins contain a lot of stuff that is, we only can really get tins, or not exclusively in tins, but would be for the betterment of the pack opening. Now, will we get all of that today? It is possible. As long as we add 3 cards from the final deck list total, which I will say is possible. Some of the cards we'd have to hit perfectly, but it's possible. We would just need 1 card for the virtual challenge. That's pretty easy. 3 cards for the have 36 cards out of the final deck list you see here. And of course the 3 cards for the final side deck list, we need 2. So this is increasingly becoming possible. And I want to be honest, the series has kicked me when I'm down at times. My luck in this series has been really bad until recently. And I think this episode could be that shift that just shifts everything. Well, it could have been last episode, because last episode did an incredible shift too. But we are shifting towards a higher plane of having this deck be ready and ready to compete. The episode challenges are pack 3 cards from the final build, because if we do this, we are sitting golden. Absolutely golden. Win all 3 matches. Well, that could be tough. We did it last episode. But you know what? I believe in this deck, especially if we get those polls. And get 13 likes on this video within 48 hours release. So that means after this video is uploaded, I will come look at the stats for it 48 hours exactly after its release. If this video has 13 or more likes, I get a control $10. If you guys hate me and it has less than 13 likes, well, one of you get a control $10. Remember, for the episode challenges, if they are completed, I control $10. If they are not completed, you control $10. So guys, there's a lot riding on this episode. I am super excited. Now, I want to talk to you about one last thing. You saw the challenges. You saw kind of what we are looking at. The main number is 3. 3 cards pulled. 2 of which have to be side deck cards if we want to hit everything that we are facing today, but 3 total cards is all we need to pull. And I think the product allows us to do this. I'm very confident because, well, one of the product, we may only be opening 2 packs of it, but 2 of the cards from our final build show up at just rare. And guess what? One of them is a side deck card, which just blows my mind, because if we get it, it's amazing. Another product we're opening has access to a side deck card as well. Now, we have to pull the right stuff to be able to hit all this, but it's possible. And I think if we do this, this episode will change how the rest of this series goes, guys. I'm excited. I just want to open these products, especially seeing the pack I've been waiting for has finally arrived. Well, I ordered a whole box, but we're only opening 2 packs, so little underwhelming there. But let's get into the pack opening. I want to show you what we'll be opening. So first, Patreon had $20, and Urza decided Mama, Magnificent Maven should be open. Now, when it comes down to it, Magnificent Mavens is a great set. There's a lot of power cards. Now, what are we actually looking for in here? Well, evenly matched. That is a big thing for the side. But Appaloosa Bow, the Goddess, also shows up. There's other power cards like Triple Tactics Talent, Imperm, Lightning Storm, Blacklist Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. But that is mostly what we're looking for. Well, what else do we have other than Magnificent Mavens? Well, we do have some other stuff, guys. Now, 10 of mine is spent on Legendary Duelists Season 3. Now, what are we looking for here? Magician Souls, but that's not from the main deck. Performer Pal Celestial Magician. We only need 1, and we pulled one in the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only DBC series, and it broke my heart, so I'm hoping this last box of the current batch I have contains one. So we'll be opening this as well. Now, I already mentioned in the preview that I thought I had enough Dimension Force. Well, I would need 13 packs. Instead, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. $3 a piece. That's 33 bucks. So, I have control of $50. So, this is Patreon's 20. That's 10. That's 33. That's 43 out of 50. Well, Tactical Masters. I am going to be opening this up and taking 2 packs out. And we have to hope those 2 packs contain either a, well, I should talk about Dimension Force really quick before I get into this, so I can have something to do by tearing this open. Well, Dimension Force. Well, I mean, it should be, God, this wrapping is not wanting to come off. There we go. It should be pretty obvious. Beyond the Pendulum. That's it. Enough said. That's what Dimension Force is for, because Beyond the Pendulum is such a powerful card we need. Now, what about Tactical Masters? Well, Cosmic Cyclone is at rare. Joel and Lockbird, which isn't part of our final build, but is a good card, is at rare. And probably a card we need most of all, Duelist Alliance. Now, I was looking this up because I have it on my computer too. There was also 2 other cards I wanted to note that were in here. And I didn't, for some reason, save Duelist Alliance as one of them. That's Book of Eclipse and Compulse, both of which are pretty decent rares. Now, Book of Eclipse is obviously super popular right now, but yeah. So we just need to open this up, take out 1, 2, seal this up. This goes away. Bye-bye box. And what you see before you is what we're going to open, guys. Now, where should we start off? Well, the big aspect is, I think this set is going to decide the side deck part. So we're going to save Tactical Masters to the end. Magnificent Mavens also has a side deck card, so we're going to save that. This has screwed me, so what we're going to start off with is Dimension Force. I'm going to move everything else off to the side for now, and let's focus on Dimension Force. Alright guys, so what we're looking for here is one thing, and one thing only. Beyond the Pendulum. Everything else is not necessary. So here we go. Hello, can we autofocus? There we go. Therion 9 Bull, or Bull Line. Chiko's Ledger Book, Heroic Challenger Knuckle Sword, Warlock Medium, and Scareclaw Reichardt. That's a pretty good card, and it's an Ultra. Scareclaw Acro, Terror Acro Analyst, Haunted Zombies, and Morningstar. I think seeing that Ultra is pretty nice. That Ultra wears overly, like really off cut. Look how big that border is. But still, we take the Scareclaw. Alright. I should be doing the pack trick. It's, what, 4 to the front? So, Bufo, Surprise Chain, Colonel and C-String, Exclusion, Blips, Backup Team, Triantis, and the Weather Forecast. So far we at least have an Ultra. But we're not really looking for that, are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Algumazera. Dogmatic Clergy. Branded Loss. Ancient Warrior Savage Donin. Divine Dragon. Therion Stand Up. Whoop. Oh, I just showed it. MK11. I am messing up. Whatever. Scareclaw Slash. Hey, 2 Scareclaw cards. Come on, Beyond the Pendulum, please be in here. Like, honestly, it's what we need. Duke. Oh, wait, hold on. 4. Surprise Chain. Colonel. Pendulum Scale. Supreme Sea Mare. Scareclaw. Rivertail. And Hornpal. Lady Inks. I gotta stop messing up the pack trick. I need to stop pulling the cards. Okay, so 4. Here we go. Bufo. Exclusion. Yamato Taki Orochi. Light Law Medium. Reverse Draw. I think I just hit my mic. Chiko's Ledger Book. Triantis. Mad Mauler. And, well, Ghost of Dragon. The Magical Night Dragon. Next pack. Now, I'm hoping we should still have another Secret and another Ultra, I believe, on this side. So I'm hoping we see something amazing. Fulm. I love this card. Sonic Warrior Rocks. Colonel and C-String. Reactor. Bowing Sarcophagus. Alternative. Divine Dragon. Therion Stand Up. And Libromancer Prevented. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what do we do here about this? Okay. Savage Don Young. Hello? Can we autofocus? Surprise Chain. Symphonic Ancient Warp Saga. Ancient Warp Ledger Book. Pillow. Mauler. Jar. And our secret is Ablintinus. I can't talk because we got a good extra deck secret monster. Ablintinus the Abyss Dragon. But it's not the extra deck secret we were looking for. Well, guys, that stings a little, which means I doubt Beyond the Pendulum's on here. Unless it's some sort of error box. Sunlit Sentinel, I mean, what can we hope for? It was always going to be a tough one. Oh, Ching-Chi the Spirit Owl. Cool. Yeah, I think it was always going to be hard to pull Beyond the Pendulum, but hey, it happens. There still should be another Ultra, though. So, at least we can see some awesome stuff being pulled. Is that not auto-focusing? Hello? I mean, maybe the Ultra will be cool. Oh, I just skipped to it. Libromancer Fireburst. So we have 2 packs left. These packs should be nothing but supers, unless there's some sort of error in here. Multiple secret boxes. I mean, it is possible. Rochi, Rocks, Seamare, Annulus, General Probe, Vigoroth, DJ. Oh, I skipped VLAN Hydra to another Ching Shao the Spirit Owl. Early on for our zombie deck, these packs should have been great with the double Ching Shao or Chang-Chi Spirit Owl. So last pack, guys, for this. Whoop, skip past Ambulance, Sentinel. Whoop, reverse draw. These really feel weird. They're like, it's hard to pull. Backup team, Blisp, and Form Power Contrude. Alright, guys. So, out of here, what we mostly got was fodder for the collector's journey. But that's okay. Dimension Force is a set that is pretty well being completed. So, we take that. Now, let's move to Legendary Duelist Season 3. And bring back out my trusty letter opener. So far we've hit none of the cards, but in here we can hit one of the most important. And, well, we could hit a Magician's Souls, but that's not part of the main deck list. What we're looking for is that Performer Pal Sorcerer. Sorcerer? It's Sorcerer, right? Alright. Moving the box off to the side, and our dice is... What is that? Wait, what dice is the orange one? Oh, I'm looking at it upside down. Oh, it's... Oh, okay. So, it's gonna be hard to see, but it's the Junk Warrior one. But I had it upside down and just looked like Revel for some reason. But okay, guys. 2 packs, and our card is the Mystical Elf of White Lightning. Alright, we're looking at the Ultras here. The Ultra slot is all that matters right now. So, and they're all randomly placed, aren't they? Okay, either way. Let's just get to it. So we have Dark Fusion. Whoop. About Immortal. I think I just skipped to one. Malicious Fiend. Spirit Message A. Magician's Combination is our red. Jargon the Spiritualist. Dark Calling. Malicious Edge. Krilla. Hero Flash. Ebon Illusion Magician is our base. So, wait, did I just skip to something almost? Alright, so what you guys don't know is my camera's a top down. My screen is actually off to the side. So when I'm looking over at my screen, or I'm putting a card down, so let's say for instance this, right? I just hit the mic, sorry. And I'm moving this down, I'm looking at me setting it down. But I swear I just saw something flash over off camera. But Revival. And there it is. Performer Pal Celestial Magician. In blue. That is what we needed. Magician's Robe, Favorite Hero, Oracle of the Sun, Dragos Pelia, and Skyscraper. So this other pack doesn't matter anything unless it's the better artwork. Blue's cool, but I'd much prefer the gold, just the regular Ultra. But hey, we got one. Let's not be picky. You know? And that is the one card we needed to at least complete the virtual challenges. And that's 1 out of 3 we need for episode challenges. But that does not affect the extra deck. I mean, the extra deck, side deck. Sentence of Doom, Spirit Message A, Magician of Dark Illusion, Earthbound Geography, and Earthbound Immortal Escapiscal as our other regular Ultra. Hero Flash, Raska, Hero Signal, Junk Converter in blue. Okay, that's not bad. Ringed Karibo, Cell Synchron, and Evil Hero Sinister Necrom. These are red. Giga, NT, Generation Next, Earthbound Linewalker, and Earthbound Raid. So, what happened here? Well, I think we are pretty much done opening the Legendary Duelists for this because Magician Soul isn't part of the final build. But you know what is? This guy. Perform Power Celestial Magician in bluish purple. That's purple, actually. That's not even blue. It's a bluish purple, but yeah. Celestial Magician, guys. We hit 1 of 3 cards we need. So that is big. Let's throw him up there. So, what do we do now? I'm going to save the Tactical Masters because this is where I think we could pull the side deck cards very easily. But can we pull a side deck card in here? Is the big question. Magnificent Mavens is up next, guys. Yeah, we could pull an Appaloosa in here. And our sleeves are Witchcrafter. Not bad. Okay, so we're going to grab this. We're going to move this over here. We have 4 packs of Magnificent Mavens. Now, when it comes down to it, Appaloosa would be big. Evenly Matched would be bigger. And I can't believe we pulled Celestial Magician. So, let's just get into it, guys. Come on, Evenly Matched. Come on. So, a Millennium Eyes Restrict, Sky Striker Ace Zeke, a Legendary Ocean, Nightmare Cerberus, Sky Striker Ace Hayate. Nothing there. That's right. We have Sword Soul Moye, Yugioh the Icicle Mayakashi, Predaplant Ambulance, Chaos Hunter, and Dragon Maid Changeover. 2 packs left. Man, I'm just excited to see if we can't pull a Evenly Matched. There it is. 1 side deck card. That is big. That's 2 out of the 3 we need. This, we just need 1 more side deck card, which means could we get the 3rd evenly, or is Tactical Masters going to come in clutch? We have Linkage, Assessment, and Shizuku with Shark Cannon. Hey, we're building like a Sky Striker. Can we get the other Evenly Matched? We have Ice Dragon's Prison. That's a great card. Agido, Savant Kepler, Metal Reflexime, and Allspice Juji. So, we take that. I'm going to keep Prison over here just because it's going to be interesting. Tactical Masters. Now, I want to be honest. I would love to see 2 Duelist Alliance in this, but I would also love to see some Cosmic Cyclones. Either one will work. But, you know, let's find out. First pack. Everything we need is a rare. So every other card in the pack doesn't matter. Alright, let me put this guy over here. Just think I hit the mic again. Runic Dispelling, Fiend Griefing, Both Eclipse, that's a good card. Malice, Lady of Lament, Real Autofocus, hello. Welcome Labyrinth. Oh boy, we pulled a great card outside with the collector's journey, Runic Allure, and Labyrinth Chandelier. Okay, so Book of Eclipse I'm going to throw down here because it is a good card and we might just need to play it. But yeah, last pack. Can we just see one of the rares we need? Mostly Cosmic Cyclone. Mad Marquise, Pendulum Fusion, Ghastly Glitch, Trap Trick, Duelist Alliance, that's big, but it is not a side deck card. Lady Lament and Voltage Viscount. So we asked for something pretty amazing. Let me move these over. We got some great pulls, not for a deck. Albalentius, Welcome Labyrinth, but we pulled 3 banger cards for our deck. Duelist Alliance is a consistency card. Celestial Magician is a powerful card to add to the deck. We have a side deck card. And we added 2 more cards that could easily get thrown in the time being, guys. But honestly, because I know that Tactical Masters does have Duelist Alliance, does have Cosmic Cyclone, you bet that next episode, if I control any amount of the fund, Tactical Masters will go into it because we need 3 Cosmic Cyclone and we need 1 more Duelist Alliance, guys. I'm going to get to work on the deck because 5 cards are probably going to be put in, which means things are going to change immensely. This is the final deck list. Now, this is the deck list we're aiming to build. This is not the deck list we are using this episode. And I want to show you this because this is everything we need for the deck. This is what we need that's remaining. Only 12 cards out of the main deck, which is such a small number in comparison to how it used to be. And the fact is that we know we can get Duelist Alliance pretty much as a rare in a set where rares are pretty much common. Same with some side deck options in Cosmic Cyclone. So Tactical Masters will be brilliant for us, especially thinning down the side deck and thinning down the main. Now, the side deck itself. Nib scares me because I don't have much luck pulling them. Dimensional Barrier is pretty readily available. We pulled 2 evenly, so we can definitely pull another. Cosmic Cyclone, we know we can pull those. And Ring Dragon and Raw Sphere Mode is something I'm not too concerned about pulling, but I do think that this card's probably going to be reprinted again sometime soon. The extra deck, Baron de Fleur, obviously all these big guys, we are definitely missing some power cards, but I know we can get them. Now, what about the deck we're playing with this episode? Well, here it is. I made a few changes, like dropping Astrograph Sorcerer, Stargazer Magician, and one of our Solemn Strikes down to the bottom. So our deck, triple Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser, the 1 Ash Blossom, the 1 Black Fang, triple Chronograph Sorcerer, triple Double Iris, triple Harmonizing, the 1 Magician Souls, triple Oath Dragon, the 1 Perform Pal Celestial Magicians, awesome to see, double Perform Pal Skull Crobat, triple Purple Poison, the 1 Time Gazer, the 1 Tuning, the 1 Right Wing, triple Wisdomai, the 1 Dragon Pit, double Duelist Alliance, double Pen Call, I can't wait till we get the 3rd Duelist Alliance, Star Pendulum Graph, 2 Evenly Matched, love it, 1 Imperm, 1 Solemn Strike, and 1 Time Pendulum Graph. Now, you obviously pen call down to 2 if you're new to this. I don't like pen call, and if I could, I wouldn't play it at all, but sometimes you need to run it. I only do 2. At times, I almost debate putting it down to 1 in the final build and removing it entirely because I do not like this card. But yeah, I love Duelist Alliance. Going to the other side, obviously we have the newly put down there Astrograph, double DD Crow, 1 Pank, the 1 Eater Millions, the 1 Stargazer, double Token Collector, the Book of Eclipse, the Harvest Feather Duster, Twin Tristers, Ice Dragon Prison, Quaking Mirror Force, the Strike, and Torrential Tribute. The extra deck remains unchanged, however. I was really hoping we could add something. We do have some powerful cards, you know, Lightning Paladin, Ignister Prominence, Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst, Psyframe Lord Omega, Kachakochi, Spring Queen Dragon Darkworm, Time Star, Tornado Dragon, Artemis, Nightmare Phoenix, Lion of the Light Charmer Illustrious, and you know, Rewitcher's Apprentice, Nightmare Unicorn, Sling Queen, Master Magicians, and Boros Dragon. I definitely know what cards I really want to rotate out first. Things like Kachakochi and Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst. But yeah, I'm hoping that we really take out those power cards. But remember, guys, before we jump into the duels, you'll definitely want to stay until the end. Alright, guys. So we're into our very first match. And this is against Friendly Duelist, and this is using the most recent budget battle deck, Flaunderies, and honestly, for a $53 deck, yeah. I have to say, the matches were somewhat intense, and yeah, reason delay of this video is I probably mentioned this before, probably mentioned this on the deck building challenge, DBC, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only series, but this budget battle deck needed to go first, and I had my green screen collapse on top of me, and it's a story probably as old as time by now because I probably mentioned it everywhere. But while recording the outro, because I forgot it for a budget battle, green screen collapsed on me, and so I had to figure out how I wanted to record that, which causes a delay for both these other sealed only series. But yeah, guys, this budget battle deck is no joke, and I did mess up. But yeah, my loss was easily handed to me, and you must play into it. You can see there we're down. And I think the toughest part about this deck is we don't have like an ending first board. Like I can sit here and try to think, well, maybe I can pop this or I can pop that before effects activate. But yeah, for the most part, it really is just we don't have the power level to match any deck that's even in the top half of the category. This deck has great ability to bounce back and to fight. But for the most part, we do not have the capability to make a board, to make a stand going first, which really is tough because it kind of just leaves us in a situation where we are lacking that power. But with our pack opening, guys, don't forget the virtual challenges have been completed. So there will be a lot of virtual packs at the end. So even if we lose every match here, this video will end out good. So we end up just losing out a quick 0-2, which is not fantastic, guys. FriendlyDuelist, I asked him to pilot the budget deck because we were already recording at the time for this duel, which is his actual deck. And he's back on that Drytron grind. So yeah, it's one of those things where I was like, okay. So you see there, we hear about there. He is just relearning Drytron. I know he didn't play it, I don't think. And there's Crossflux popping up telling me, hey, you want a duel? Which Crossflux duel is coming up, guys. Don't worry about that. But yeah, that was Crossflux's little Discord message popping up. He is just kind of learning some of the routes, and so he does misclick occasionally. And I understand because when I was learning Drytron, and I played Drytron, I used the Megalith version, and then obviously the main version everybody knows with the Eva and all that. But when it comes down to it, these videos, this deck isn't the greatest, so it's great for a testing bed. Crossflux in his duel. But yeah, I accidentally misclicked here, and I really threw in essence. Because I meant to go for a 1 scale, and I accidentally hit an 8 scale, which stopped me from pen summoning, which stopped me from really winning the game there. And it really was one of those scenarios where I was just like, I really was thinking, oh, fantastic. I screwed up. And it really was just a case of, man, I'm an idiot. I misclicked, but misclicks happen, especially on an online simulator. But yeah, no, it was one of those things where I really thought it would cost me. And thankfully it didn't, but it could have. So Drytron is kind of a deck that you need to know lanes and stuff. And as it's just a beginning player, you can understand the basis of it. But, at this point, it's kind of like, okay, can we pop off? Can we win? And I realized that we do have the capability to, win. We have the capability to go out there and really show off the power and the comeback ability of this deck. I just know once we have a monster that we can make that is a negate or has some sort of power level, we can be in a lot better position because we are missing that. But thankfully, right now we do have some monsters that are really strong in the extra deck, and while we don't have a real boss go win the match monster, we do have strong extra deck monsters that have a good utility. But ultimately, you can see maybe it's just my choices, but I don't think here there was many better options to do anything on the opponent's turn, because Drytron can sometimes brick. So, they need Fafnir, they need other stuff to pop out. And so I was hoping Tornado Dragon could be that, just in case, it does seem like they were on stuff. I kept thinking I could just kind of keep them off back row. But yeah, it very much was a case of I really hope that we do see more of the extra deck and side deck to make sure we can try to win these matches. And I also need a better pilot, be a better pilot. I know I misclicked a couple times. I know they misclicked a couple times. But I felt their deck is a lot more forgiving than ours. And so, at the end of it, it's one of those things where, things happen. Losses come and go. We can't really stress about it. But at the end of the day, I can say I'm proud of how far the deck has come along, especially seeing the restrictions on this series to lock stuff behind challenges has made it difficult. And the fact is, with the pack opening, guys, let's be real. And I'm going to talk about this in the outro after this, but tins are so close. The fact we get to open stuff because the virtual challenges are so close. But yeah, we end up going 0-2, guys. 1-2 in that one, 0-2 in the first match. And so we're 0-2 in matches. And can we at least squeak out a win? Well, we're playing against Crossflux. And Crossflux is playing a Trap Tricks deck that has a bunch of plants and other stuff in it. Which, me and him talked, obviously. Trap Tricks has is a powerful deck by itself. But yeah, he's just learning this deck, so things were going really slow this match, and so I really did speed up a lot of these parts to hopefully get the duel within a reasonable time. But yeah, this was a match where I wasn't so confident in winning, because I was just thinking, oh boy, this I was not confident at all in the belief that if this was a full power Trap Tricks deck, that I could beat it. And thankfully, the other stuff, the Rika stuff, etc., he had in here, the plant support, it's not like it didn't help the deck, but it did sometimes cause two engines to clash, which he's working on the deck, so I can't wait to face him. A lot of the duels we had through the budget battle, through the DBC, and this sealed only series challenge edition, he has been working on a few decks that he just wants to play and have fun with and learn. And kudos for that, because that is a tough thing. That is a very tough thing. So the fact is that, not to mention, if you don't know Pen, you may not know all the choke points. But yeah, it was a very fun duel. And I had a great time in this duel, because it really was a back and forth kind of, oh man. Because obviously you see here, this duel is the longest in terms of footage, just because it really was back and forth. I didn't have that boss monster where I can be like, oh, I have an opening, time to go for the kill. But because he can bring back Petal, and, I can only pen summon based on what's in my hand and one from the extra deck without a link monster, and I couldn't keep a Link monster on the board, it really was a tough thing. So I really kept going gung ho and just trying to find a loophole somewhere. And yeah, it really was one of those cases where I just could not find like an opening to just try to get a big Link monster out there, and because there always kept to be some interaction, you know. So it was a tough battle this first, and this is still just the first duel in this match. It was insane how much, how much it just kept going back and forth. Thankfully, though, um, we do have a lot of power in the ability to bring stuff out. So we were able to finally, establish something. And at this point, I'm just thinking, you can see me looking at Odd Eyes Meteor Burst. I was just like, no, not going to help him. So I went to Link thinking, okay, time to Link. And, I can actually, like, do stuff. So I hit him for damage. And then simply, opponent, you get pedal back, obviously, cool. Draw, activate. I'm thinking here, I was like, no, you'll hit the search. Yeah, so I hit Ash, which is actually pretty big because that actually stops them from not stopping my Star Pendulum Graph search. So yeah, thankfully it's our turn. We draw and we're able to go in and actually clean up the very first match. But yeah, this second match, or not second match, second duel of this final match was tough because as soon as Cross got no Rika stuff and just got, Trap Trick stuff, it was a little tough. So yeah, we go into Tornado, bait the Bottomless, and I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. Get Mamelio, and pops the Pendulum Graph, which I shouldn't have set yet. I was an idiot there. I should have waited. But yeah, this was me misplaying. This was me not reading the board. This wasn't me using my second main phase to set stuff. This was me doing what I usually do. I didn't side deck anything in. It's me thinking, oh, if I won the first five. When I'm playing casually, I do have an issue of, oh, I'm having a good time. I won't need to side. The stack worked fine. It was a good back and forth match. And instead what happened was I threw all my resources away. I didn't play smart, and I didn't organize and set time right. I don't need people to tell me that. I know. It's just when I'm in a location and when I'm playing it in locals or something, I'm always a different player than when I'm playing at home, because I always think unless I'm play testing with friends for a regional or something back in the day, I always play for fun and I don't play optimally. That is something I do have a problem with, and I will definitely be the first to admit it. So yeah, I go in Celine. I know I'm going to pretty much lose, so I just walk in thinking I'm at 50 health. Haha! I just wanted to get, because I knew the 50 number was plausible, and so I just went in wanting to be really funny. And so, yeah, pretty much we lose. It's 1-1 in the final match. And I'm thinking, can I win this? I'm thinking, oh, this hand isn't bad, but it's definitely not great because I really can't make anything. That's the toughest part about this. So we get ashed. I'm thinking, okay, well, we can at least somewhat extend here. But yeah, the toughest part is that we really don't have a like a big boss monster in the gate we can put out there and really stop the opponent from doing anything, like I've been saying. So I kind of just make these boards of, okay, hope they don't break it, because all of our interaction comes from the trap and spell zone pretty much at this point, besides Tornado Dragon and, you see Frame Lord Omega there. We don't have much interaction on opponent's turn. But there was something interesting. Cross rocked into a boosted, the Purple Poison Magician and Time Storm Magician boosted it up, thankfully. And I come back and I'm thinking, oh, did I actually win this? And guess what? I did. We won one match. Alright guys, so you just saw the matches wrap up. Unfortunately, our matches weren't that great this week, but hey, that happens. But we have some big news, especially something that could change the way the deck operates. Virtual challenges number 1. Obviously you see it on the screen, big green check mark next to number 1, and all 3 challenges are complete. Open 10 packs, did that a few episodes ago. Win or match a single episode, did that last episode. Pack 3 cards from the final build is finally done, which means that gets a check mark as you see, and we get to open 5 virtual packs. Now, I have a plan for that, but because we completed all the virtual challenges, we also get to open virtually 1 box. Now, we get to select 1 card from both the 5 packs and 1 card from the box to add to the deck. I have a plan for this, guys. We will go over what my plan is here in a minute. Let's go over the rest. Unlock challenges for the 10s. This is looking amazing. 150 like points at 150. Done. Have 36 out of 72 cards final build. Done. 30 duels won. 15 matches won. Get 1 boss extra deck monster. All of those done. Get 3 cards for the final side deck. Now, if you actually look at the deck, which we will in a minute, I already have a plan to aim for this, guys. So, I am planning for us to unlock tins at the start of the next episode. But that does not mean tins will be unlocked. Moving to episode challenges. Episode 17, this episode here, pack 3 cards from the final bid. Did that. I get a control $10. Win all 3 matches. I only won 1, which means 1 comment, guys. Let me know what product you want me to open. One of you guys get a control $10. Get 13 likes on this video within 48 hours. It's still a toss-up until this video's gone live. So, obviously by the time you listen to this, this is live, but only within the first 48 hours will the 13 likes count. Alright guys, we are going to move from episode challenges because I want to talk to you about the deck, what we need left, but as well as my plan with these virtual packs. Alright guys, so this is what we need left for this, the challenge edition. Now, I want to be upfront with you. Here is my plan. For the virtual first pack, the 5 packs we have, I want to open Enemy of Justice because Dimension Fissure and Macrocosmos both come in this pack. So with Defizz and Macro both in Enemy of Justice at common, I'm pretty sure we should at least pull 1. Because that set and these cards in particular are very hard to pull, I really think from now on the virtual packs are to aim to try to get cards like this. You know, cards that are slightly older, that way they have more modern reprints in some senses. They're not super modern reprints. You know, this I think is the best way to go about getting these guys. So, this is the path I've chosen to get Macrocosmos and Defizz is simply the virtual packs. So, I'm only going to use the 5. And remember, we can only take 1 card. But I'm going to use the 5 for Enemy of Justice, which both Macro and Defizz come in at common. Now, what about the box? Well, we need a boss extra deck monster in the form of something I can put up turn 1 and feel a little comfortable. Why it isn't the be-all, end-all Baron de Fleur, she is a powerful card. And honestly, she is the thing we're targeting today. Now, I have done tests, and this has gone back as far as last episode. When I first started thinking about, well, I want a boss deck, extra deck monster, do I go Baron or do I go Borreload Savage? And I was thinking, well, I'll go Baron first for the box, and then I test it. She's only been reprinted once, so there's 2 sets. Synchro Storm, Maze of Memories. In the virtual pack opener, I tried it. I saw her more times in the Synchro Storm simulator than I only saw her once in the Maze of Memories, and I did it 3 times. And that's with the virtual pack opener. With I saw her twice out of the 3 times in the Synchro Storm. So yeah, we are opening a box of Synchro Storm and hoping to hit Baron de Fleur. She's a powerful card. She'll give us something to have hopefully out there turn 1 and feel very comfortable. But guys, now it's time. You see this, and we will come back to this if we add cards. We are so far perfect on the fact that the 2 other challenges both got us Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser. So we're 2-0 on successful virtual pack openings. Let's see if we can't make it 4-0. Alright guys, so you see before you Enemy of Justice. We have 5 packs and we are looking for the common slot, guys. Here we go. I hope we can find a Macrocosmos or a Defissure. let's just get into it. And Banisher of the Radiance is cool. Grand Convergence is cool. Not useful. I mean, so far I think out of this, if I had to choose, it would be Banisher, but I doubt we even play Banisher. So next 5 packs is another Avalanching Asa, another H. God, we've seen both of those already. Not much else there. Come on, at least Macrocosmos and Defissure. This is a tough choice because we've gotten access to both. I think I am going to lock in Macrocosmos because I have had more luck. If we ever go the like raw yellow mega pack again, I've opened that personally before, and I have pulled Defissure. I've never pulled Macrocosmos out of that set. So that is the reason I'm going to lock in Macrocosmos, because we have both of them here. I'm going to lock in Macro. We'll open the last 2 just to see what we get, in case there's anything funny. But the reason I am locking in Macrocosmos is pulling stuff that Fissure comes in, like the raw yellow Mega Pack. I've had more success pulling Defissure than I have had Macro in that set. But that's just a personal thing, guys. I'm a really big believer in set luck. Like Blazing Vortex for some people was a bad set. For me, I've opened a box 7 times, and I have 2 play sets of Pot of Prosperity. Only one set did not come with Pot of Prosperity, and it was still a pretty good box at the time, so I was still able to make my money back. But a set like Lightning Overdrive, I haven't pulled a single good card. Every card I pulled anytime I opened it was really bad. So yeah, I do believe in set luck, and for raw yellow, I think I have better set luck with Defish than Macro, just in case we ever open again. But not to mention for virtual packs, while it's cool to just have this pop up, Macro I think has better utility for any card in comparison to just monsters, you know? So I am going to lock in Macro, and we'll keep going and see what the last 2 packs hold. Oh, another Defissure. Hey, we almost have the full hero if we get the O. Oh, there's the O. So we got a full hero thing. Got a play sets of Asa, Grand Convergence. But yeah, guys, we got what we needed in that 1 pack. And yeah, I am going to lock in Macrocosmos. So next up, we have a whole box where we chase Baron de Fleur. And here we are, the whole box of Legendary Duelist Synchro Storm, 36 packs. Hope we see a Baron. Let's go. Okay, well, nothing here. The toughest part about this set is, we'll move on to the next pack as I talk. Baron is really all I can think of that we'd want. I will take a look at the other synchros to see if there's one we can make that's generic that's good enough. But I think a lot of them require like Fleur Synchron or specific tuners, so I don't think we will, but I will keep an eye out. Oh, never mind. Speak of the devil. Baron de Fleur, pack 4. That's amazing. Ultra rare. There we go. Yeah, let's just burn through the rest of these, see if we get anything else. But yeah, Baron de Fleur is locked in. We got Baron. Let's just keep moving. Nothing interesting here. I'm just kind of seeing if we end up getting a ghost rare, quote unquote, in the virtual pack thing. A Sage de Fleur, that could have been playable technically. Would have been great? No, but it would be an option. Ensemble Blue is a good card. Not useful for our deck, but another Ensemble Blue, of course. Nothing. I don't know really what I would have taken if we didn't get a Baron, so I'm glad we did. She's Valve card. I think Stardust Assault Warrior's generic, but I don't think we can make him. He's a 6. We would need 8. Hey, another Tornado Dragon. Yeah, I really don't know what I would have taken. Yeah, Fleur Synchron for Chevalier. Oh, I think some of the high speed voids might be generic, but I don't know. A Bird Call? No, this is not a bad box. In essence of, if this was really being opened, I would not mind this box. I mean, any box of this where you get a Baron, you're just instantly like, okay, I take that. It's a dub. But yeah, guys, so obviously I don't know what we would have taken. But it doesn't matter. We got the Baron de Fleur. I am going to really quickly go work on the deck. And I want to show you the deck of what it will look like as of now with Baron de Fleur as well as Macrocosmos thrown in. We are 4 for 4 on virtual packs. One was a box, but Baron is definitely not guaranteed. I do want to note this is the deck after sliding in Macrocosmos and Baron. Macro took place for Dragon Pit Magician, and Baron took out Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. I never really used it, and Baron is a million times better in every category. Honestly, the deck is looking pretty good. Now, if we go to our needs, these are what's left that we need to get. I've already taken out the Baron, as you can see, and I've already taken out one of the Macrocosmos. This is what's left, guys. So, remember, one comment gets control $10. So, comment, something interesting. Comment what set you want to open and why, and hey, your comment could choose to control $10. And if the set is, you've seen flexibility. I'm willing to shift some of the money around from mine and other sources to try to make sure that, if you want a pack, it's $4, $8, that's only 2 packs. You have 10, I will slide some of the money over to do 12. So yeah, don't worry about that. Flexibility will always be a thing here on this series. But yeah, I do want to be upfront. Tactical Masters, I'm going to go for that, so you guys don't waste your comment on it. Duelist Alliance, and because we do need one more side deck card to complete the tin unlock, tins are not available, guys. Remember, tins are not available. Tactical Masters, we didn't pull a single Cosmic Cyclone, but we only need one Duelist Alliance on. So, by going in on Tactical Masters, we can hopefully pull a Cosmic Cyclone, unlock tins next episode, and get the last Duelist Alliance, which is very much needed. But guys, think about these other cards and think what else you would want to see here. But yeah, I think for a part of my money, I'm going to go a little bit deep to hope to get Cosmic Cyclones and the last Duelist Alliance. And remember, $10 is up for grabs because one of the challenges, the 3 matches won, I failed. I only won 1 match this episode. But this episode still, there is another $10 up for grabs. 48 hours after the video goes live. If this video has 13 or more likes, I get to control that 10. If it has less than 13, one of you get to control that 10. And I am trying to speed up filming of this series. This was a bad example because I was forced to take like a 2-week break because of how sick I was. And so this was supposed to originally launch in place of some of the Yugioh stuff, but I didn't record the outro of the pack opening until after the 2-week break. And if you did not know, at the time of recording of this, as well as the DBC, the Deck Building Challenge series, I forgot to record an outro, obviously, for the, and I probably mentioned this a dozen times in all those videos, for Budget Battle. And the Budget Battle series episode needed to go first between these two because the Budget Battle deck is featured in both this and the other sealed only Yu-Gi-Oh series. So I needed Budget Battle to go first, and my green screen collapsed and crashed down on top of me while recording. So it broke, and I need my green screen. So why I am not going to wait, and the outro for Budget Battle is going to be a little bit different than usual. Yeah, I am recording that. Obviously, it's been recorded. It's getting edited. But as that's being edited, I am recording this outro. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Obviously, if you want to comment down below to let me know what product or what card you kind of want to chase, what set you want open with $10, let me know. Remember, 2 comments might get it, depending on how many likes you get. And there's always Patreon, guys. Check out links in the description below. It is something you'd have to pay for, so, please don't feel like you need to spend money. But that's another way to help the channel, but as well as control some of the fund. And honestly, guys, until next time, tag out.